left because of what you did to him.
Maybe it was all that Black Lives Matter talk.
Maybe it
No, I
was.
feel like Ike doesn't care about any of that.
You cooking a fucking egg, Rigo?
Yes.
Bro, you know what's crazy to me, bro?
I don't know, I could buy some more. You said what?
You know what's crazy to me?
What?
How there was this fucking... And when I was in middle school, right? In... I think it was 7th grade? New Year's, this black kid named Lee that I used to go to school with in elementary school. It's random. It's random. This black kid named Lee that I used to go to school with in elementary school got shot on New Year's Eve.
Goddamn.
By some black dude, and this kid was in 7th grade, right? And nobody ever spoke about it. Like they've never seen that shit on the news, like they
Well, how
did
the fuck
on.
are you guys playing? I won.
I think he readied up, and you didn't ready up.
Huh? No. I think it was when Kika left.
Yeah, that's what happens when somebody leaves.
Hold on, my bad. I'll be right back. I need to take a last. My bad.
I didn't know if you let go it immediately gets you. That's so dumb.
Maybe you just
You know,
are.
I hate these characters, bro. Oh my god. Jesus fuck. Wow.
Wow, what a loser.
Such a fucking loser.
How did none of those hit you? What?
Goddamn!
That's what you get, bitch!
For doing what?
Spamming!
Here goes. Okay.
I let that happen.
Final round. Begin.
Here goes. Here goes. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Fuck.
That was the most annoying match so far.
Random or pick?
Telling you. What do you want?
Foolish child. Let's pick.
Pick. Didn't go so well for you last.
Sound like a bitch.
Let's see what we got here.
Alright. Grenade, a boy. And then. Let's do put these two together. And then. Alright. Interesting.
I tried watching Demon Slayer in English and I couldn't.
Yep.
Holy shit! That's what that one is?
Yeah, really cringy.
Probably that one.
Loud singing jutsu.
Leave me alone.
What the fuck?
No! My God, it's so much bigger. Oh my God. Nice.
Okay.
Good job, Naruto.
Round two. Begin.
Yay. Hacks. We call it hacks. Let's do this.
Final round. Begin. You missed.
Alright, alright.
Heck, he's the flying, the fire, the whatever too. I forgot what it's called. The hell! I know that was close enough. What the fuck?
Don't even think about it.
It's time for you to lose.
No. Time for you to lose! Where are our gods?
Oh, Lord of Lords, Masters of Masters, oh yes.
Take it from here, will ya?
So Lee got shot in 7th
Yes!
Fuck. Alright.
And here I thought
grade.
you
She
were.
said me, so Lee got shot in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, he got shot in 7th grade, and I mean his vision died out in 7th grade. Nobody remembered him. I mean, everybody that was there remembered him, but I don't remember ever seeing him on the news or anybody out here protesting over that bullshit.
Right.
Cause it's like there's nobody for them to point fingers at, because
Random or
you feel
picking?
me, is somebody in the
Picking.
neighborhood.
Picking? Alright.
Yes.
And if it was, it wouldn't benefit the main objective, to get people to turn on themselves and to turn on the people you're supposed to trust. Like, I understand the concern with giving the police all this power, but at the same time, like, you have the same power as they do to take somebody's life. You have the right to buy a gun, bruh. Why not? You feel me? Like, these niggas got a gun, you should too. You never know when one of these niggas is gonna come up to you and try to pop you like that.
Wait, where you going with this one right here?
Where I'm going with this one is that
No,
everybody
but it's
likes
just that
to say,
I kinda just left in the middle of it. So
what I'm trying to say is everybody likes to blame people like the police or just white people in general because of history. But they blame the police right now in this day and age because apparently they're killers or, you know, they're racist or whatever. But that same viewpoint can be pointed at you or your neighbor or the person across the street, because we're just as capable as them. We might not have
very
the
true.
authority, but we could damn well take somebody's life.
hell yeah. No, facts, bro.
Like, nobody-
Nobody's gonna, like you said, no one's gonna protest that.
Exactly, brother. It just takes somebody to go out there and they preach.
Bro, if Trayvon Martin was killed, by his own kind,
But
what a fucking cheating ass nigga, bro.
like, I don't doubt that there's corruption in the police, bro. Like, that should be looked at. But nobody ever fucking says that there's corruption in their neighborhood or corruption in them. They'd rather blow them up, man. Like, as much bullshit that I see on my phone about all this shit, I can point at somebody out here that's done worse.
Yeah, bruh. Duh. Duh. What the fuck, bruh? You know, these are just opinions that will never get heard.
Yeah, well, not right now.
No, not
yet.
never. Not never, my guy. Bruh, even Kendrick Lamar, their own people, he made a whole album about that shit. Like, bruh, if you listen to the song, The Black...
Bro, there's a bunch of people influenced by that shit, yeah, but
Bruh.
there's a bunch of people that I didn't believe existed throughout high school that I figured out existed through the internet that just don't believe in that shit.
No,
You know, that,
bruh,
those
it's just
people
that...
are just growing, bro.
Bro, it's just that like Kendrick Lamar, super big artist, you feel me? Super big in the fucking community. Yes, Blacker the fucking Berry. He literally talks about that shit. He's like, what is this cop killing have to do when gangbang kills a nigga blacker than me?
I like that album.
Like, bro, he be trying to say, he's like, you know, police is the problem, but I think we're the problem. And then people are like, bro, cancel this guy.
Bro, that, you know what will never change my mind, bro? Niggas would be like what you said, is another example, bro. Like, niggas would be like, you have to sell crack, you have to sell crack to heroin so you can see your son. Be like, bro, you niggas are the problem, bro. Like, you guys are the ones poisoning your own people, and your own people come back trying to kill you because they need a fix. And you feel me? The next nigga trying to kill you because you're taking his money spot. It's like, bro, you guys don't got no real, you feel me? No real future like that. Your future
Bro, that should be funny as fuck.
Major too. It is funny, but it started as that, bro. Because then you look at the people out here. If none of these people were selling crack or heroin, which is hella obvious that they do, there wouldn't be any crackheads out here like this. You'd have homeless people, but they wouldn't be strung out on crack, walking around like a zombie.
Bro, the thing about that shit is like, okay, so it's like, okay, your mom's a drug addict, but you chose to sell drugs and make people the same way, the same thing that you fucking hated that made you turn into that. You know what I mean? The hypocrisy.
Like, where's the mentality at, bro? This shit don't make any sense.
God.
Will I pull through?
Final round.
You have one health.
They just pull that excuse, though. You had to do what you had to do.
Fuck my life.
To think you surpassed my expectations. You're quite...
Ha! 2 win streak, boys.
Like, honestly, I feel like the view on homeless people would be a lot different if people just weren't strung out on drugs like that.
The thing about homeless people, like, I'm really against like the mistreatment of it, but I'm also kind of against just letting them squat on a land and then be provided a fucking home and a shelter.
We're choosing or random.
Like in
That's what I
downtown,
asked you. I'm not to pick.
like in Lake Merritt, where they built all those little mini shelters. Even though there's not that big, they still have a place to stay and a home that they don't have to pay for. Like all.
No, I don't mind that as long as it's for people that actually need it. Cause there's people that are genuinely bankrupt and owe a lot of money, and you feel me. There's people that just can't work. They have no spirit. But then in the mix of that, there's the drug addicts that are continuously fucking themselves over, and you know they're in that loop where they'll never get out of it. They're just a waste of resources. Then there's the people that take advantage and shit. Like, you have to find, there's just ways to root them out, but you know the system that they have right now, that shit's not gonna root them out. It's
No, on top of-
for everybody.
On top of that, they create low-income housing, which people find fucking loopholes around that, where rich people end up getting low-income housing. You feel me? It's like kind of creating an easier life for others that don't.
That was
need
a
it. But
that was a
when there
topic
is
in-
people that need it.
That was a topic in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they try to do that, like trying to get money from the government and shit like that, and just use it on crack.
What the fuck?
That shit was hella funny, bro.
That's
So
hella
right
funny,
now,
bro.
if
That's
you go
the
to
stimulus.
the fucking, if you go to the what is this shit called? The WIC Center over there by the 70
Eastmont?
something. Yeah,
On
Eastmont.
Eastmont.
Nigga, if you go over there and you tell them that you're homeless, You just ask them for emergency funds. You're homeless, you got nowhere to go, you need food or whatever. They'll give you payment for like a certain month, and it'll be like $300, $400, $500 depending on what your job was or some shit. But you know, it takes nothing to lie, bruh. Like niggas can go up there and be like, I used to run my own personal business. I was collecting pallets and you know, fixing them back up and selling them, and you know, all of a sudden they got $1,000 every week. It's
bro,
just that
America.
easy, bro.
America, dog. America. America with 3 Ks.
Yeah, I mean, suffer.
I hella saw that hit you. What the fuck?
Honestly, bro, I kind of do feel like there is some sort of white supremacy, like no BLM shit, just like real like conspiracy shit. I really do feel like there is some sort of
The Illuminati?
yeah, some perhaps.
There's
It's just
for
like
sure racist groups, but I think it's more of a class divide than it is a race divide, bro.
The Illuminati
It was
killed
pretty fucking obvious how much control these people with money got. Look at the shit that happened at GameStop, bro. It's so blatant and obvious.
but at the same time, it's like Bohemian Grove, the presidents, all that shit. Donald Trump.
Nah, not you. That's Federico.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, like shit like that, you feel me? It's like, okay, no fucking stupid shit, but you feel me? It's like all the presidents have been white, and they do have Bohemian Grove, and they did confirm that that is a secret society that no one else is allowed into, and there are agendas that are being pushed that we don't know about. You feel me? We're constantly learning about these secrets that the government holds and shit, and I wouldn't be surprised that white supremacy is still one of them. Why the fuck would they dismantle that when at a time like this, they're trying to get rid of white culture as much as possible? Because they say it's not culture, but it is culture. Just like they're trying to...
I don't think it's that big. I think it's there, but I don't think it's as big as you're making it seem.
I mean, not like stupid big, you feel me? It's like subtle. It's subtle.
Yeah, but like in this day and age, those kind of people in that kind of society wouldn't have that much power because it takes literally nothing to cancel somebody.
But they're not even... Okay, but they're not even labeled a terrorist group, and so... but BLM was on the verge of being labeled terrorist, and so was Antifa. But the KKK itself... The KKK itself isn't even labeled a terrorist group. It is labeled a terrorist group in Canada, but not in the US itself.
I personally think the Black should be labeled as terrorists.
I mean, wait, if they're still killing black people, wouldn't it be a terrorist group?
I mean, the fact that they even fucking broke into Capitol Hill, that's kind of terroristic.
Well, yeah, but those aren't...
But so is the BLM people, because they destroyed society. Sorry, just say
different things give them different labels, but they're basically the same thing. You feel me? Like, these niggas are labeled as a cult. They're like a racist fucking cult. We already know that.
Yeah.
But they're not even that active nowadays, bro. Like, you don't see black niggas get hung anymore. These niggas are like, they're in their closet racist. That's the kind of people they are. Like, there's those blatant retards that are out there storming into Capitol Hill doing that shit. Just like there are the Black Lives Matter people, but you feel me? The people that are really out in the open and showing off their force of power, like actual power, are those people with money, bro. There's niggas with billions of dollars that can get money printed for them whenever they lose that money. Like, I mean, these niggas that at GameStop and AMC.
That's what I was trying to get at, though. You feel me?
They might be racist or whatever, but that racist part, I don't give a fuck about it, bro. Cause that's just words, nigga. If you let words handle your heart, like, what kind of person can you be at the end of the day? You're just letting all these niggas get away with their money schemes. It's like, bro, they use these racist things to distract us at what's going on, and it's working, bro. They got us talking about it. You feel me?
Yeah, for no fucking reason.
Exactly, like the real menace to society is the niggas with money, bro, and they've made their point clear to show who's in power with that shit that went on. They lost billions of dollars, bro. Every $7 GameStop went up, somebody lost $1 billion. And you know, you seen that price movement, bro. Like, you seen what happened. They restricted everything just for them. That's illegal, brother.
That's the whole
They're about
reason
to
why
get
it went
smacked
back
with
down.
lawsuit. Exactly.
That's the whole reason, bro. Literally, this shit would have taken off. So would have AMC if they didn't put these restrictions. They put it on for like a whole week.
Bro, and you see how it was only GameStop and AMC getting traction, and then they took out a whole list of stocks.
Yeah, they're like
Stocks nobody was even looking at, bro. They were scared, bro. They were
like
scared
fucking
for their own
Nokia,
interest.
like fucking Nokia, bro.
But nobody was talking about that bullshit.
Nobody.
It was just a short interest that people were looking at. They were like, oh, they're gonna short these guys. They're gonna do it to these guys. And our buddies over here gonna lose their money.
Bro, they're just afraid of getting overturned. They're not ready for this new fucking transition of life. It's like, yeah, I've been trying to explain it. It's like the transition between CDs and streaming services. It's what it is. When people used to sell albums.
It's the transition from newspapers and documents to the internet, bro. Because these niggas on Reddit outperform them, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. And even without Reddit, you feel me? Even dumb fucks like me, already on that wave without even having to fucking read a fucking article or anything like that. It just naturally happens. You feel me? Like, that shit is fucking...
Oh my god!
Those what they call hedge funds, that shit is outdated. But you were saying about like the KKK not doing terroristic shit anymore and hating people anymore. That's what I was trying to get at, is that they don't do that anymore.
What?
It's more subtle now. It's behind the scenes.
I let it
Where they do it in laws or interpretations.
I mean, if it's that way, then you gotta prove it, bro. Just saying that shit, you can't really say that and make basic
I
claims.
hella thought I just killed you.
That
For
just
surely cannot.
stirs up
For
more
surely cannot.
problems, bro.
But that's why I've been
Like
trying
my-
to bring up Bohemian Grove.
Bro, that
what-
rant, I
What they
hate
will
how
prove by bringing
it's
that shit
different
up,
when
bro,
you're
'cause
big.
Donald
Can I
Trump
tell you
wasn't
something,
affiliated
Carlos?
with these
The
niggas. He
effects
might have
are
been,
on.
but we
So
seen
I'm
the
stronger
kind
in
of
this
person
water.
he was.
Are
and
you
had
serious?
Yeah.
Bro, that boy Donald Trump, you heard about
Like,
the
he
whole...
Here's the black sheep in the crowd, bro. Nobody expected a businessman TV show host to become president, and he did it. Everybody was like, Hillary's about to win. And you feel me? She got the popular vote or whatever, but that's not what she needed. The real deal was that he got in, and everybody just started hating on him. And the fact that they just hated on him, that the news media hated on him, that didn't change it, bro. It's like, why would you hate on somebody that has no history in politics?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
And there was all the big political heads that were hating on him, bro. The people that have been in there for like fucking 30, 40 years. Like, what have you been doing for those 30, 40 years if you're hating on somebody that's fucking doing good most of the time? Like, nigga had a big ass mouth or whatever and said some stupid ass shit, but at the end of the day, you can't cap, bro. This nigga's presidency was pretty good for the shit that he did and the shit that he tried to do.
Manipulative, though. That's the problem.
Manipulative in what sense, though?
In a sense of, you don't agree with him, you're out of his cabinet. In a sense of, like, if he really fucked with you, like, people who actually did wrong, he pardoned them. Like, it's like, there's subtle things that haven't came to the light yet. Just wait, bro. Just wait like 20 years from now. I'm not saying like he's like some fucking crazy maniac.
I know
Obviously, he did some good.
Check this out. The same shit can be said for every president before
No,
that,
I
including
know that
Obama.
for sure. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. But it's just that this man just fucking took it way overboard. Did not address coronavirus the way it should have been addressed, which is a fact. Dog. It is a fact. He didn't address it the right way.
Like
Damn
what?
it, damn it, damn it, damn
Well,
it.
the fact that he didn't make things, that he didn't make a mask thing like a legal thing, a policy. It was just a store policy.
That's because they were calling him a dictator, nigga. They were saying that he was gonna force you to wear masks and all this bullshit, and You feel me? That
But they did that in
Didn't
other
didn't
countries.
Trump also like use that
They
against
did it in other
Biden in the
countries because
debate?
it's
It was like, this
different.
guy's coming in here with a fucking big mask, the biggest mask I've ever seen. Like, all right, bro.
I don't know. It's
I
like
don't know. I didn't really pay attention to
randoms.
that shit.
Man,
But
I'm sorry.
you feel me? I feel like the coronavirus that
Wait.
nigga.
It only gave me one character.
Same. Let's
I
keep it
feel
going.
like the coronavirus. You can't really blame either of these niggas for that shit, cause that shit is out of people's control. I don't
No, dog.
understand.
But the
when
thing is,
people
like,
blame
there
them
was
for
literal,
that.
there was little research behind it, and then he kept saying, "Nah, that's not true, dog." And bro, it's like the dog. That's the big dog right there. You finna listen to him. Like, obviously, smarter people won't, but a large amount of the crowd, which did listen to him,
Yeah,
listen
but
to
you
him,
feel
and
me?
they didn't give a
By the time everybody was actually made aware of what was going on because of China lying to us, it was already out here.
Bro, what do Trump supporters and anti-mask people and fucking Trump supporters go hand in hand, literally.
Nigga, anti-vaxxers and leftists go hand in hand too.
Okay,
It's just,
I know that
it's
one.
just different breeds of dumbasses, bro. It's like whoever side it means it doesn't matter. You could be on one side and be the stupidest nigga in the world and be proficient in one fucking topic, you feel me? It's all about who you're talking to.
I don't know, man. I just feel like he should have addressed.
Masses. But
I just feel like he
even
should have
though-
addressed all these deaths like more head on, bro. Like he did not, bro. It's like when every president, when a major event comes on, they go on, they get in front of TV, you know, they start talking. This boy did not do none of that. Even with his own Capitol Hill storming, bro. All he did was tweet. He's like, all right, stop that. Thank you. And then you have people like President Biden and fucking Nancy Pelosi going on TV having to address it because he won't even address it himself.
Nigga, these people are all, that's all purpose play, bro. You not
I know they're
understand
fucking
that.
puppets.
Do better
I know
because
they're
you're talking
puppets.
about Black Lives
When they-
Matter. What the hell?
I know they're puppets, but it's like if you don't address this issue where they literally stormed the Capitol, dog, it's like it's
Bro.
kind of like you're ignoring it.
What's going on?
Bro, but that's kind of a double standard that you have because neither did any of these fucking Democratic politicians
That's
out
facts.
fucking
That's
Black
facts.
Lives Matter
Yep.
when they were burning shit down or anything. You can't hold that double standard, bro. That's
Oh
some
yeah, no,
hypocrite ass
that
shit.
was that's some
But
dumbass shit, bro.
I
Those people.
I don't question this nigga for what he did and what he fucked up right there. Because at the end of the day, what those people did, it had nothing to do with him, bro. He said what he said. You
Okay,
could say
but that's
same
there's
shit.
a vast difference between financial destruction and literal lives being lost.
It is, but you could say the same thing, bro. 'Cause, nigga, fucking Obama and Bernie Sanders both incited violence, and niggas almost died because niggas did die because of Obama. I wouldn't say it's because of him, but it's because of his influence. Because that nigga
Wait,
went out
and
there
what-
and killed
and
4
what's-
Houston cops
God.
in Texas.
Oh,
You-
yeah,
I can't
I
believe
remember
niggas
about
don't know
that.
about that.
No,
Bernie
wait,
what happened in
Sanders said
Texas?
some shit about when that shit was going on with Obama, this nigga had said some bullshit that inspired this guy to go out in Dallas, Texas and kill 4 police
He was a
officers.
black guy, wasn't he?
And yeah,
he was
exactly.
a police
He's
officer
a Black
himself.
Lives Matter guy.
Okay,
And
that has
nobody
nothing to
ever
do with
talks about
anything.
that. Exactly, it does because nobody ever fucking blames
No,
this
the
nigga for that. You
fucking-
can't blame Obama for what he did. You can't blame Trump for what these
Wait,
people have done.
the guy
Because
that was okay. You're talking about the guy that they put a manhunt for because he killed 4 officers. He was an
Bro,
officer
it was
himself.
a Black Lives Matter supporter, bro, and the nigga went out there and shot 4 police officers with a fucking rifle. The nigga was sniping people, bro.
That was an
He
officer.
did that on his. He did it on his own accord. It doesn't matter, you know, his beliefs.
But
or what he is.
that wasn't just for the
Job
Black
or
Lives
whatever.
Matter. He had a whole
Yeah, that's
manifesto.
what he fucking said.
Doc, he had a whole manifesto.
In his manifesto, that's what it's about, bro. It's fucking Black Lives Matter. And nigga hates police officers and racist people, apparently.
They discharged
And
him,
being
and then that's when he
vindicated
went
himself.
off and did that.
Exactly, that's him being him. You can't blame Obama for what he did, right?
What the fuck does that? Wait, but he got
he
discharged. The reason he
incited
did that is
it,
because he
bro.
got discharged.
No, he did that shit because he was fucking influenced by this nigga, bro.
gonna have to read that manifesto, dog. I
You
don't
need to
know. I
look into
remember
that
it fucking.
situation,
yes,
bro,
thank
because
God.
you're probably only listening
Fuck
to one
you.
side. I've heard what you're talking about, but you're listening to one side, bro. That's the danger of this shit. Misinformation. It's the same shit that happened with Bernie Sanders when that fucking congressional baseball shooting. Bernie Sanders incited somebody to shoot somebody over there, and no one ever blamed Bernie Sanders for it. You got niggas like Ben Shapiro going up there defending Bernie Sanders and Obama and Trump because of this shit. You can't. I don't like that double standard, bro. I don't blame what they do.
Okay, but with the way that you're
unless
holding
it's
this, okay, so
but-
you're
but-
talking about one guy who killed 4 cops, and I'm talking about a whole mob that went to go riot, and I'm talking about a whole 500,000, almost 1 million people that passed away that he did not address.
Nigga, those
That's
million
like those
people
are
for
those
sure
are very
didn't
different
die
scales.
in that day.
These scales
But
that I'm talking
COVID,
about are very different. That's what I'm
Bruh.
saying. They're very different scales.
Bro, what you're saying honestly makes no sense because those deaths were reported like days after what had happened, and what like they said on the news, I know
And he
you heard
wouldn't
this shit,
enforce
that
any
COVID,
policies that would prevent it.
Listen to this, that COVID takes 2 fucking weeks to be even known that you have it, bro. So that's fucking cap that they're saying that shit, that the million people died because of that shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Go do some fucking research, bro. These niggas said it was the least deadliest disease to fucking people that are younger, and you feel me? It takes a long time for it takes like 2 to 3 weeks for shit to start appearing in your like for you to have
I know about all that.
and you feel me? That news came out in the span of a week.
You can't even fucking deny that they already have two
Yeah, you
two
can't
new
deny
strains.
that they
because
spread
of
it. But that shit didn't start out here, bro. That shit started in Europe.
the
That
UK.
shit, exactly. You can't. That shit happened like way after that. The fact that they came out here and said all that bullshit at that time, that's just fucking throwing smoke on the. That's throwing gas on the fire, bro.
Random or picking.
It's all political play, bro. You can't look at that
No,
shit
I
like
do
it's
see
all
that. I see what you're
important, bro.
saying. I
Like
see
some
what
of
you're
that
saying.
shit should be important, but a lot of it that shit's just fucking gas on the fire, nigga. They trying to burn people at the stake. They don't. You feel me? They gave hella hype to Biden. This nigga ain't even pulling through on his promises. It's
Fuck
the same.
Biden.
It works both ways, bruh.
Biden's just
No,
a public
you're right.
recommend
You're
like
right.
everything.
You're right on that.
Everything.
You're right on
Like,
that.
I
Picking
hate
your
this.
random.
It's bias. It's whatever. Random.
Yeah, random, right.
You're right on that part.
I don't hate Biden,
is-
but I don't like him either. Same thing with Trump, bruh. Like,
But the thing
niggas-
is, if I
niggas
see
say that I
Biden-
love Trump. I love his policy, bruh.
If-
I love
nah,
Biden
fuck-
because he's making me rich, nigga. But
I
you feel me?
understand that, bro. I get that part, bro. I 1010% get that part, bro. The
Like,
policies that Trump had,
Donald Trump
those were
had
good.
no type.
Bro,
Donald
those
Trump
tax
had some
policies
cool
were
policy,
good.
but there was no type of way to make money off of him, knowing what kind of sector was gonna blow up. But with
Bruh,
Joe
if-
Biden, it's fucking obvious. He's up in front about what is gonna blow up and what's gonna get pumped, and everybody's on it already.
You're not
With-
lying.
With
You're not
Donald
lying.
Trump, it was more of a you have to be in the know to know type of shit, bro. If you're not in the know, you're not in the know. I think I only got 2 characters, bro.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
only get
happened to
2
me last
characters.
time.
Nah, for real. Okay, you're right about that. Because with Trump, they really manipulate all his media. If you don't know about the truth, you don't know about the truth. Or if you don't know about the other side, you don't know. That's it. You just stuck on one side. But I
Yes,
will
sir.
say this. I will favor Biden more if he does end up doing a very strict lockdown half a month ago. That's all. If there's one thing that Trump lacked is the fact that he wasn't strict enough on this.
I don't know. I don't think the president has anything to do with that. It's more of the state matter.
Bruh, the fact that he didn't create an executive order to do like literally safety protocols and shit, and he left it up to the stores and businesses to decide whether or not they should include these safety protocols. That's the problem. That's just my
Nah,
problem.
bro.
You feel me?
He
And that's
didn't.
what.
Bro, he didn't leave it up to the stores. He left it up to the fucking state government. There's 3 different governments out
You're
here,
right.
bro. There's
Yeah,
local,
there's the
state,
city,
and federal.
there's
And
the-
the federal makes laws depending on where you can travel and stuff, and some on the pandemic. But for a majority on what goes on in every state, the state has to handle that shit. That's a big misconception, bro.
But the thing is, he could have made it a federal executive order, and he didn't do it. He left it up to the
Because
states.
they wouldn't give him the
Which
power to
they
do that
ended up-
shit.
Bruh,
Did you
you
see
could
how
make
they were
executive orders,
canceling?
dog.
They can, but you feel me? They could get struck down, and they most likely were. They weren't even letting this nigga do whatever he wanted. He did like a couple things that he said he was gonna do. Most of the things he was trying to do got shut down because they had no real communication in the house.
So everybody
house-
fucking hated that guy.
So, yeah, and the
No fucking
Democrats,
reason.
the Democrats hated him, bro. They wouldn't talk to him. Nigga would come back talking about the meetings with Nancy Pelosi, like the most inefficient meeting in the whole, in like 6 months. And you feel me? Get nothing done. It was like that for the whole 4 years, bro.
No,
Like some
yeah, I
things
know
got
that for
talked
sure.
about, some things didn't. It's just like when everybody was bitching at him to go fix the situation with the kids and shit. Like,
Oh, the kids in
where
the
did all that?
cages.
Yeah, where did all that shit go, bro? Like,
You mean
the
the one
next
that Biden didn't even fix, even though he promised to fix it?
oh shit, we're getting there now.
Fuck that shit, bro. Biden didn't even fix that shit. He promised he would, and he's already fucking making it worse.
Nigga was the one there when that shit started happening, bro. Like, niggas just voted the wrong nigga in.
Bruh, they voted for the biggest liar.
Bruh.
Okay, look, Biden is
Wanted
a
to win
liar.
at this point.
Biden
He's
is a
been
liar.
running for-
Trump
he's
is a
been running for
truther,
president
but he's
since
a little
fucking,
bitch.
What's his face? Bush.
Trump, I could tell you some things that Trump has done that nobody really caught, and it was slimy. And it was
What?
parts in, when the stimulus checks were first coming out after COVID hit. There's a lot of, if you look at some of these graphs on the market, a lot of these rich people left their positions because of the stimulus, and a lot of people putting their money in. There's a lot of hype around investing when stimulus came out, and I don't, it ties in together with a lot of people buying in, and then the wealthy leaving with their positions, and then buying back in when they could. Buy low, sell high, but not sell low. You sell low, you just lost. They tried to raise, they didn't try, they did. They raised the prices on a lot of these stocks, and there's a lot of dips where you could just see a huge market sell off.
So is that a good thing or bad?
That's a bad thing, bro, but that shit's hella under wraps. Like, a lot of these news coverages didn't see this shit. They didn't look at this shit as it was a problem because they have a lot of ties to it, bro. That's the thing. Like, they as much as they hate each other, it's like a parasite, bro. They survive off of each other.
What happened? Wait.
I won.
I let him win, don't worry.
Picking a random. Will anyone dethrone the king?
Bro, it's like a parasite, bro.
Picking a
They
random
pretend to
Carlos.
hate each other, and they just
Alright,
they
let's do this, bitch.
fucking survive off of each other, bro. So yeah, these news medias, look at their ratings right now, bro. Without Donald Trump, their ratings would have been ass those whole 4 years.
Yeah, true. Ha, true. Haha, true. True.
This is the end for you, Riga.
Oh, Carlos.
I'm gonna get
Yes.
off after this
For
match.
you.
This is it.
Hey, you know who Alex Jones is?
No, is that like Van Jones? Because if it is, I don't want to know.
Nah, it's this
Wait,
conspiracy
yeah, I
theorist
do
guy.
know.
He was,
He sounds
bro,
like
you-
this. He talks like this. My name is Alex Jones. I have conspiracy theories.
He's on fucking Joe Rogan. He was hella drunk talking to Joe. Brother, this dude was the guy that was telling everybody about Epstein's Island before. Feel me? This guy predicted the thing that was going to happen with the presidency. He was like, they're not gonna figure out who to vote for. They're gonna say that it was rigged, and then they're going to have the 70-something day siege, which they did. And then they said that after the siege, he said after the siege, they're going to have that riot, and it all happened, bruh. All that
That's
shit
so
happened.
I heard him say something about psychologists and shit. Bro, that fool, I don't know how he be fucking articulating his thoughts so well. Like, he like, as much as he ends up going on the tangent, he always ends up getting back on topic. I just can't
Like, he's
understand it.
fucking crazy, bro. But at the same time, some of the shit that he's talking about, that shit is true, bro. Like,
Wait, so what was the
everybody-
first thing that he said again? My bad. Short-term memory.
The main thing that this dude was talking about was Epstein's Island, bro. And nobody believed him for so long until they actually figured it out. Cause somebody had told him about it. They're like, they've been there or whatever, and they told him because they knew that he wasn't going to be believed.
You know, it's crazy. It's just weird that they also tie Trump into Epstein's Island.
You know, I wouldn't doubt if he did. He has relations with them.
They said they were best friends.
He,
Yeah. It's just, like I'm saying, bro. It's like, watch 20 years from now, something's gonna come out for Trump. Like after he became president, they're not gonna let him rest, bro, at all. It's not. I'm not gonna say he's like a bad one. It's just that they're gonna try harder to expose him than any other president that's ever been. Like, bro, even if Obama, Bill Clinton, fucking Bush, if any of them did some bullshit, that's gonna be hidden, bro. Cause no one's trying to dig that shit up like that. You feel me? With Trump, bro, that's the main focus right there. He's like, he's such a piece of shit. There must be something. You feel me? It's like,
Yes!
there's just a lot of hate towards it.
yeah, they're just gonna try the best to fucking defame him. Like with that grab her by the pussy shit.
But that shit was so stupid.
Bro, didn't they try to impeach him because of that?
Bro, they tried to impeach him for like hella different shit.
Fuck you.
They tried to impeach him over that. They tried to impeach him over Russia. They tried to impeach him over the election fraud. They tried to impeach him over the racist shit that that they're blaming him for. That what is that shit called? Remember when that shit in Nashville happened? And they're like, there are good people on both sides. That shit. Like he was
Nashville?
yeah, the shit with the statues.
The shit with the what?
The statues, when they were toppling statues, and there was
Oh,
this, a parade of racists and a parade of fucking of like other anti-racist.
Yes!
I'm pretty sure that was in Portland.
Yeah, well, it was in Nashville.
I thought it was in Portland. Regardless, continue.
I think it was in both actually. There was multiple cities where they put down statues. And they were
Yeah, the
having
Robert
a
E.
pride.
Lee one, and the Christopher Columbus one,
Yeah,
all that, Andrew Jackson, all that shit.
but that shit made zero sense how they tried to teach him over shit like that. Like, there should be a real reason that you tried to impeach and waste the tax dollars on that shit.
There was this thing that Trump said that I kind of respect, and he said, no, not kind of, I do respect it. He said he was the only president in a couple of years that in this term he did not start a war.
But that's fucking true, bro.
Huh?
I forgot about that. That's true.
He's the only one.
He tried to end the war in fucking. Actually, I think he did.
See, we were gonna get into World War 3, but we never did, bro. We never like took it a step further. But we knew damn well that he was ready to take it a step further. You know what I mean? Like if anybody was ready to take it a step further and fuck some shit up, it would have been him. You know what I mean? But we didn't.
Get away from me!
Nigga, the first couple of days of Joe Biden being in here, he already sent military down east.
Yeah, to like Israel or some shit. Or
Yeah.
Palestine, some shit like that. One of those places.
I can sense you! I can sense it!
I love double standards in politics.
I fucking hate them, bro.
Yes!
Oh.
Nice, Carl. You
got out.
fucking killed yourself, dog.
I
had him!
Perfect
He was
time.
there!
I was there. I almost fucking lost.
Fucking nice. fucking nice. You literally could have thrown a shuriken, you would have ended his shit, but fuck it.
So could he to me, like we were both at the lowest point.
Yeah.
Fuck. Might as well go with the bang.
Alright, my boys. I think